what is the plan? Moving can be really expensive. I've got 2 ways to help you save money and keep track of your stuff. Stay tuned. So let's talk about keeping track of your stuff using either the Tracki, the GPS system, or the Airtag. Stay tuned to the end and I'll tell you how to get them. Let's talk about the Airtag and Tracki GPS. Kind of cool because it's got the eye with the GPS symbol on it. Who doesn't like that? Look at this little thing. Love it or leave it, it is an Apple device. That can come in handy or it could be a detriment. You will have to decide that. It is super small and you can put it in a dresser. You can put it in, some box that you're not going to open until you get to your location. Very, very easy, but you got to make sure you put it somewhere where you can find it. The other cool thing about this little guy is that you can name it. Mom's truck, dad's pod, the kids' stuff. Whatever you want to call it, you can name it. It talks to your iPhone. Now, let's have a conversation about that. Now, if you're not an iPhone user, then this is probably not going to be the one you choose, quite honestly. The Airtag notifies anybody that has an iPhone around it. You get a notification, a ping. If they've got the GPS on and you've got an Airtag in your truck, they will be notified. That could be good, it could be not so good. As an example, say somebody's in a parking structure and your truck is parked there and it might look pretty normal, but then an Airtag's going off. Oh, ding, ding, ding. If they're up to no good, they know they can take care of your stuff. So be very, very careful about what you're gonna do with the Airtag in your truck. Any iPhone within, I think it's 10 feet, will be notified of the Airtag being within its vicinity. So be mindful of that. You can also use that to your favor. Now, whether it's in your pod for a month or two, or whether it's just, on an overnight trip, the battery lasts a year. I will tell you that they are saying this is water resistant. Water resistant is not waterproof. However, maybe you want to put it in like a baggie or something just in case rain comes on your trucks while you're driving, and then you don't have to worry about it getting wet maybe within the truck. Just a little FYI for you. Here's another one you can use, the Tracki, little GPS finder. Very small as well. Easy to place into a dresser or a box that you're not going to open until you're in your new location. Cool thing about this thing is it's got this little waterproof case for you to put the Tracki in, so that if your truck or pod gets rained on, you've got a better chance of it being dry when you get there. Double check this one for the battery life. I've heard, I wouldn't call them horror stories, but I've heard stories of this one petering out mid-move, and we want to make sure that it's ready to go for the whole move. Might invest in a little battery pack for this for it to be attached to. Very easy to do. It's got the USB-C right there, plugs right in. So if you've got a battery pack, plug the battery pack into this and you're good to go. But definitely want to charge this one before you go. Tracki doesn't care if you've got an iPhone or an Android. It works with either one. Yes! If you wanted to compare them in size, they're both pretty reasonable in size there. Nothing tragic that you have to find an extra box for. If you're gonna have an overnight stay in your new location, you'll definitely wanna make sure the Tracki is good and charged or good and charging all the way through your trip. There are a lot of people that put these things in their pods so that if they have to have their pods stay somewhere until they can get to their new location, they can keep track and make sure that they know they're getting the right pod at the new location. Very helpful. If you're lucky enough to only need one of these, it's under $30. If you've got more than one pod, more than one truck, a little bit of everything, you can get a 4-pack of these for under $100. That is a bargain, if you like the Airtag. The Tracki on its own is just under $20, but you do have a service fee that you have to activate before you can have this one. So you're still looking at roughly $30 as of this filming in 2022. But if your trip to move only has one overnight stay in the middle of it, this might be your actual best bet. So if you've made it all the way here to the end, make sure you click the link in my description below, and I've got the link for the Airtag, the Tracki GPS system, and the battery pack. And don't forget, if you've got one truck or two, one pod or a truck, get one for everything and everybody. And if you are thinking about moving, especially here to Bakersfield, make sure you watch this video where I talk about, our zip codes and our nickname and a few other fun things that when you're a local, you're going to want to know.